Hey, Back Creek Craft Simp. We're just waiting for Shawn to get in here. He's having a little trouble with his camera setup. Hey, good stuff. Hail, bow, bow. He just asked me what time. I said, now. Okay, on my way. The first week back and he's late. What the hell? Well, as long as we're waiting here, let's take a look at one of the crews coming on the show in the near future to talk about fulfillment and all the snags thanks to the I guess it's Putin's fault. It couldn't be that, other person. Mm-hmm.
War is a topic of vital importance, a subject of inquiry that cannot be ignored. It is a matter of life and death. It can be a road to safety or to ruin.
In an alternate version of our world, brought to the brink of total collapse, rival nations fight for global domination, and elite pilots in futuristic combat suits wage war on the battlefield of tomorrow. Now, 6 brave soldiers on a seemingly routine rescue mission will encounter more than they bargained for and uncover a dangerous secret that could change their world if they live long enough to see it. Mavericks Origins Volume 1.
Now on Indiegogo.
Now on Indiegogo in demand, and we're going to have the Global Freak crew come on, and yeah, I love that video. I played it like a billion times while the campaign was still live. If you haven't gotten it, you can still get it on demand on Indiegogo. I've already read it, and it was awesome. I'm like clamoring for book 2, but we're gonna have Nefarious and Freak Girl come on and talk about what's going on with fulfillment with that project to update everybody on the show. And there's still no Shawn. Oh, yay. Woohoo. Pretty soon I'm going to kill time and just play my intro and talk about what's going on. Excuse me. So, still no Shawn. Oh, he just saw we're live. Hurry up, get in here. So I usually play this after he gets here and we go live, but I will play it now since I know he's seen the, hey, bud, we're live. Hey, well, part of Sean's here. He's messing around with stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything working properly.
So that Creek Craft Simp has been hanging out because she went and saw you at a convention once. It was so cool.
Hang on 1 second. Do what?
You can read the screen in a minute. I'll leave it up there. There's somebody in the chat that went and saw you at a convention once, and they said it was very cool.
Oh, okay.
Technology is not your friend.
You would think that since we haven't done this in like a month or two, I would be able to do this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be all prepared and stuff. But
You forget the security code to the man cave studio and all that good stuff.
right, I don't know what's going on with my stupid messenger on my tablet. This is rather odd.
So speaking of
So?
conventions, you just had one this weekend again. A little mini one.
Do what?
You just had a convention this weekend.
Not really a convention. It was more like a little pop-up deal. But well, no, that's not accurate either. It was an art and fashion cosplay show.
Okay.
Yeah, they had like the cool runway and stuff for the cosplayers, and they had like the DJ and stuff. It was loud as hell, but it was still pretty cool. Yeah, it was interesting because normally, cons are pretty laid back as far as, music and noise and stuff. And this one, it was like, being in a club, you had to like talk way over everything. So it was interesting.
Yeah, I saw your thing that your promo that you threw up, and I was like, oh, I'll put this on the channel.
Oh, my little Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how I look in those, man. I mean, I'm like, what the hell? What the? Dude, this damn tablet is fucking up on me. I don't get it. Bear with me.
Your messenger won't even open?
Yeah, Messenger keeps shutting down as soon as I open it. Let me make sure that I'm even connected to the internet. Yeah. Alexa, open Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, she said that's the convention that she went to.
Do what?
She said that's the show that she went to and saw you at.
Oh, okay, killer. What is this? That said this. Come on, I'd like there to be more than just a blank sheet of paper regarding me. I'm trying to go into Facebook.
That's it. You're fired.
I think so.
I think next week you're going to be replaced with Maxzilla, just coloring his G.I. Joe coloring book.
Hey man, he's good at the G.I. Joe coloring book. He really is. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up in here.
I guess
See, this is what happens when I don't get in the studio for a while. Shit just like goes on vacation and doesn't want to work.
Yeah. Like the tablet's like, oh, I haven't had updates in a month.
Right. That's probably what it is.
There I am. In all my bold glory.
So I saw that NECA crow that you sent me, man. That's pretty awesome.
And there's this.
What the fuck? Oh, that's awesome.
So my girlfriend got me that. And
oh,
and dude, it is a VHS case.
oh, that's awesome.
Got all the movie stuff on the back. And they put him in, and they put like the cardboard piece to look like the window that he kicks through in that scene when he realizes the powers he's got. And then over here, you have the Crow logo up top, which is actually the stand for the figure, and his gravestone, and the little gravestone piece to set it in. And right there is the poster for his band that was supposed to play on that night, on Devil's Night. Hangman's Joke.
So I'm scheduled for a show in September, Memphis Comic Expo, and James O'Barr is one of the guests.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. In September?
Yep, September 21st.
Oh, I gotta send you a package.
Yes, you do. I thought you might be interested in that. Mark Wade and Ron Mars will be there too. And Greg Capullo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
you will have to bring the children to man the booth while you go right over to the James O bar.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing. It's never given me these kind of problems before. Let me try to uninstall and reinstall Messenger on it. Because the only thing I can think of is that Messenger's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
I'm coming, I promise y'all. Yeah, doing the part-time thing, man. I mean, it's so weird. Just coming home like stressed and exhausted, not even trying to work because it's like, fuck. So it's been a nightmare.
Oh, I'm sure.
That, and I've gotten used to being able to kind of, not really have to deal with people.
And now you have to deal with people?
Now I got to deal with entitled ass, Karen ass customer types. And I'm just like, I have a mental thing going on where I'm like, will today be the day that I snap on one of these hoes?
And have to go part-time someplace else.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Yeah, I did it to kind of stabilize things because, January and February were just shitty for me sales-wise. And, yeah. But it's like it's trying to carry over into other months because I'm kind of having a hard time getting any work done.
Oh, I know. They're not toys, they're collectibles.
Damn right. Let's see if I can get this thing on here. I just assumed everything would still be there.
Well, it happens when you assume.
I realize that. Yeah. So how much is the Crow figure? Isn't that like about $30?
I don't know. I have a girlfriend now, and she bought it for me. But yeah, I think it's like $30 or $40.
This guy rubbing it in, man. It must be nice.
It's almost as nice as a certain African American. Watch me trigger somebody.
What's that?
It's almost as good as a certain African American buying Twitter today.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry about that. My daughter was grabbing a pencil from me. Well, I'm trying to do the show, but the tablet's not working. Like I'm having to hope and pray that I can get this thing to work. Otherwise, it's going to be useless. Forgot password. Because who the hell remembers their Facebook password? Right.
So that Creek Craft Simp said them and their dad are going to put the pictures you painted on display because they're awesome.
You're breaking up real bad.
Am I?
Oh, now you're not.
Oh, there you go. TKKS said, me and my dad are going to put the pictures you painted on display because they're awesome.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Hey, Hockey, good day. Whoops, you had another camera up there, and then it went, boom.
Yeah, I think I'm about to have it. I don't care about cross-app messaging. Damn you, Zuckerberg. Hey, so how about that? Elon Musk is buying Twitter.
He bought it.
Well,
It's
not
official.
done. Oh, well. I mean, personally, I think it's cool. You know, go ahead, buy it, whatever, do whatever you want with it. You know me, I'm barely on Twitter at all anyway. I need to be. But I don't really understand the mechanics of Twitter. Come on, paste the damn link. I swear to God. Can you buy Amazon next?
There was a meme about that already.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, but
Right.
I heard a ding.
I think this might actually work. Hang on one second. There we go. Success.
Kapla!
And I didn't even have to call tech support. Now guys,
It's like
find what I'm working on. Hey man, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Just remember,
Yeah,
teenager is a noun. A person whose sole purpose is to remind parents why some animals eat their young.
Yeah. I'll co-sign that. I have a ton of crap that I want to draw. Because even though I'm not drawing anything lately, I still am like, hey, I need to draw stuff.
Mm-hmm. So Wednesday night, I'm gonna have Rich Aiella, who's got a campaign up on Indiegogo called Roach Balls.
Nice.
It's funny. It's I would classify it kind of like adults only, because yeah, the humor and stuff.
I mean, that's the memorable title. I met this creator at the show last night, and actually, I got his information for you. He's local to Memphis. He's got a book called Breath of the Warrior, heavily influenced by Avatar, and I think we're gonna. I talked to him about possibly reaching out to you and seeing if maybe you could get him some pointers because he hasn't done a Kickstarter or anything like that yet. And seems like a good enough kid. I mean, he's only done one issue of it and he self-published it all, which, shows he doesn't know. Because like any rich person will tell you, never use your own money.
Mm-hmm.
How about some more tissue tonight?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we like more tissue.
Oh, good. I can put this up real quick because he said nice setup, Shawn.
Who's that? No.
That's this person, that Creek Craft Simp, who them and their dad bought some pieces off you at the pop-up show there this weekend.
I think I know exactly who that is, and they were amazingly cool. It was definitely a cool show, man. I mean, it wasn't your average Comic Con, which is a bit refreshing.
So I gotta share this because this is the Elon Musk meme with Jeff Bezos. Heard you're buying Twitter. Amazon is next. Brah! Add to cart.
Nice. I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it.
No, that would be hilarious. The blue check marks are all in an uproar because he already said
when are they not?
He's reinstating Trump's account.
Well, I mean, if for no other reason than just the pure entertainment value. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the art is awesome and really appreciate your kindness at the show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate y'all too. Yeah. It was it was definitely something I want to do again. What got me there was I met this guy Kevin Dunn at ShadowCon this past year, and he told me about this thing that he does. This is like the fourth one that he's done. It's an art and fashion show, which sounds really cool, and it was a lot of fun, man. I mean, even like even people who didn't buy anything, they're still at your table, they're still conversing with you, still talking, and it was still a lot of fun. So, yeah, everybody seemed to be having a pretty good time, and it had a bar, which is always a good thing.
Oh,
Yeah, you have a couple of blue moons while you're there, and yeah.
I can't drink Blue Moon anymore because I can't drink much of anything anymore because of the medication I'm on, but specifically the antibiotics I'm on, I can't drink anything.
Yeah, I can't really drink anything anymore because of the anemia that my bank account is suffering from.
Oh, my body suffers from that too. But back in the day, be like, how am I so wrecked on like 3 blue moons? And then the bartender would remind me, because you ordered a double shot of Grandma's house and poured it into the blue moons, and then just drank everything down like it was beer. It was so good.
Oh my God!
You got to put the orange slice in there, and it adds to the flavor. I go, well, if the orange slice is going to add to the flavor, then some Grand Marnier will definitely add to the flavor.
I mean,
Hail, Genuine Comics! Hello.
Hey, how are you? Hey, we're getting some new people.
Yeah.
It's like we switched nights or something. I don't know.
Switched nights, disappeared for a little bit, and came back.
Yeah. I love this Morticia because when I posted the initial progress pic, Courtney Rose was like, "Is that me?" And I was like, "I mean, it wasn't, but it could be." Courtney is amazing.
That Craft Simp wants to know, when are you going to your next convention? They'd love to come out to the show.
So the next actual convention I'm doing in Memphis will be Memphis Comic Expo in September at the Agri Center. Very big show, lots of cool creator guests, and that's the next actual convention. I've got this thing that's happening every month. It's an art and craft type situation called Full Moon Market that I'll be doing May 15th, giving that a go and seeing how it works, because I've been asked for the past couple of months to do it, and it sounds like a good idea. It's a lot of local Memphis artists and crafters, but nobody there draws like comic stuff or pop culture stuff like I do. So maybe I can kind of corner the market, so to speak. Right. Now, I will be going to Clarksville, Tennessee in July, where my sister lives actually, and doing the Clarksville Comic Con there, because even though it's a smaller place, a smaller area, apparently their Comic Con is just rocking. So, I'm going to be checking that out. And I'm supposed to be doing Beale Street Art Crawl again this year. I'm making a decision this week about it because last year it about killed me. I mean, it was hot as hell. And then of course you can't drive onto Beale Street to load out. You have to like park a quarter mile down the road, and I'm old and fat. So, I almost like left my grid walls and stuff on Beale Street. I was like, I don't even care. I'll get some more. I don't care.
But you have employees. I mean, children.
Well, you know what? You think that. You really do. And even my dad has started helping me out with cons, although the past couple of cons he's bailed on me. And it's like, look, ass, I helped you rake leaves and shit, for my entire childhood. So this is kind of the least you can do.
Come carry stuff so I can do stuff.
Right. And I mean, he had never been to Comic Cons before. You what?
I was just thanking my girlfriend. She came over. She made me a cup of coffee. Yay.
Oh, sweet. Hey, thank you for bringing him coffee and keeping him alert.
Yeah, the world needs more alerts. So Genuine Comics responded, I'm good. How are you guys? We're doing well. Now that Shawn figured out how to get back online, he's working on this Morticia piece. This is a commission, right?
It's not, but it is claimed.
Oh, so it's already sold. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You started working on it, showed it off a little bit, and somebody goes, I want to buy that. And then you talk in private and you make a sale.
You got to love that too. When somebody just sees like a little glimpse of it and is like, I got to have that. Yeah.
So what's the topic today can be anything Genuine Comics that you want to talk about, anything you want to ask Shawn about his art. He also does comic book covers. Imagine that.
I do. I have new covers coming out for Bunny Goes to Space and Werewolves of Brooklyn.
Awesome.
Both of those are the brainchild of Alton Simpson. Brainchildren, I guess you could say.
And he started with Vampires of New Jersey way back when.
Yeah, I did 2 covers for Vampires of New Jersey 8, which should be shipping out any day now.
That Creek Crab Simp says September is their birthday month. I'm sure I could go.
Well, that's good.
What do you want for your birthday? I want to go to the convention because Shawn-Zilla is going to be there with more cool art for us to buy and display in the house.
MCX is like my main show I do every year. Although they didn't do it the past couple of years because of the dreaded COVID. And that's going to be a big time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're probably going to have a line around the place this year.
Yeah. Oh, Silverbacks is going to be there with me, and so will Ariel Diaz. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brian's going to be in the house. Ariel Diaz.
Brian's in the house.
More importantly, you're going to be hanging out for a short period of time with the creator of The Crow, Jay Ovar.
Oh, I'm gonna totally simp over him. I mean, I watched The Crow 90 million times, and we'll probably watch it another time.
The COVID curse strikes again. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, COVID curse.
So I'm whipping through. I'm gonna start whipping through boxes of comics and boxing up stuff that I don't want anymore and just need to get rid of, and put in like one big pile. I actually don't have any J.O. Bar Crow books anymore because the last set I had wasn't the original, of course. Those are like so much money right now. I had the miniseries he did, Dead Time, which isn't expensive at all. It's like a $10 set.
I've got that too. I kind of liked that actually. Wasn't that like the Native American Crow?
I think so, yeah. It was so good though.
Needless to say, my Crow piece that I've done. I'm going to try to get a few of those prints signed by him. And, I'm going to gift him at least one. Kind of like Larry Hama when I gave him a Snake Eyes print. Of course, hopefully he'll be like Larry Hama and like it. Yeah, because if he's like, dude, this sucks, I'm going to probably just retreat.
Well, make sure you get my shit signed that I'm going to send you beforehand. And
oh yeah.
And I mean, most creators, like most old school creators, are very humble. Mostly that you still remember them, and two, that you're still simping over their stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So let me just move this bag. So I got a bunch of cool stuff because we haven't been on camera in a while. So I got a bunch of cool books and stuff to show. But let's see. Yeah. One time we went to a comic store and my dad let me get some comics, and the whole car ride back I read them. Awesome.
I mean, does it get better than that? Really?
No.
You remember being a kid and going to the comic store was like, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but it took me some doing to get my parents to take me there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember getting the Death in the Family trade paperback at Memphis Comics and Records and just barreling through it on the way home because I couldn't believe they killed Robin. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
After reading it, I'm like, yeah, I can see it.
DC got paid good money to kill Robin because they put up a 900 number that people had to call to cast their votes.
The 80s and the 900 numbers.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I know you haven't seen me in a while, and I've been slowly putting together a run of the Gold Key Buck Rogers books, like the Gil Gerard stuff. I finally got me, and this was put out by Marvel, but I finally got me the giant movie edition, which is like one of the Treasury books. There you go.
Dude, I love the Gil Gerard Buck Rogers.
Yeah. Like this thing isn't like, it's like a BG because the spine's got like ticks and like little things all over it, but and I love me some Shazam, and I'm old enough that I watched this when when it first came out, the old Shazam TV show
Oh yeah.
with Jackson Bostwick, who's like in your neck of the woods. So I would expect him fairly soon to be showing up to shows again.
Really?
But I've always wanted this cover, and I actually had him on the show. I actually had him on Creators Outlet in year one.
Oh wow.
His internet kept going out, but
Well, that's what happens in my neck of the woods.
so I've never been sad, not even at movies. And the first time I actually felt sadness was reading a sad comic. Well, it pulls you in, but
It does.
looky. The photo cover with Jackson Boston.
Oh wow. That's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, it's that's like a great copy. I got to put Boba and Fennec down here because it's a huge pop and it's getting
Dude.
away.
I'm jealous of the Boba and Fennec. But I'm also gonna have to get the NWO Walmart exclusive Funkos.
Yeah,
The one with Nash and Hall.
yeah, just to get the haul because those are gonna go up.
Of course.
The Shazam book is a very fine, so it's a fairly high end, and I'm gonna blow me up just for a moment because
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, nice.
Both Treasury editions. This one is a Whitman reprint, and it's a VG fine, and the second one is a fine. So he had a better copy, and it wasn't the Whitman reprint, but that one was in perfect condition, and I didn't have no $75 to spend on a big giant Star Wars book.
Yeah. And speaking of Star Wars, did you ever figure out if you've got the Darth Vader books with Chrysanthemum?
No, I quit looking. Fancy. I also got, and we actually did this Marvel graphic novel on an episode of OK Boomer, but got some Jim Starlin Dreadstar.
Oh, nice.
And I got
Marvel.
I got Michael Moorcock's Elric, The Dreaming City, which is written by Roy the Boy Thomas, and all the art by P. Craig Russell.
Where the hell is this it? Oh, shit. How dare this pencil be where it's supposed to be?
Right?
Yeah, Starlin's doing a lot of shows lately.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one that's on my list that I would love to meet. Roy Thomas too.
Yeah, I want to meet Roy. A bunch of my friends got to meet him a few years back when I was still more crippled than I am now.
Sorry, I had to use the old school pencil sharpener.
They got to meet him and talk with him and stuff, and he told some stories on camera for him and everything. but I've got Starlin's autograph
Really?
on one of his original prints of Hulk fighting Thanos. There was a show way up north of me in New Hampshire this weekend. I think it was the Giant. I can't remember their name now. It's killing me.
You talking about Paul White?
No. The old Giant. Would help if I could spell. It's tough typing in the dark.
Right.
Oh, I know. I'll just friend's thing, so I know he posted on it. Boom, boom, boom. It's my buddy of mine and his wife have a resale toy, nerd stuff.
Yeah.
And so they go to like all the cons. So up by me, Terrificon, which is at the Mohegan Sun Expo Center, July 29th to 31st. They just announced Mark Bagley's going to be there.
Nice.
And he was one of the guys that I wanted to sign the show for the comic book store, little mini posters that they send out to like all the local comic shops to advertise their con. And it was a Spider-Man picture, and it listed a whole bunch of people being there, and everything, and it was Bagley art, so I wanted him to sign it. And that was the year those two rotten terrorists blew up the Boston Marathon, so there was no Boston Comic Con.
Sons of bitches.
Mm-hmm. But I know you saw a memory of mine the other day with a certain artist doing a remark inside my Hulk Gray hardcover.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I get a little jealous sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was the show that was this weekend. Little Giant Comics. Up in they're I guess they're north of Boston, but they do a show in New Hampshire, up in Concord, New Hampshire, like a couple times a year, and it's an old school comic book show. Like
So
there's no celebrities of any kind there outside of comic book creators.
probably a decent cover for a decent admission charge too. Yeah,
I don't think it's that expensive at all to get in. And their next show is April 15th in 2023. So they do like one a year. So I know you've been talking about wanting to come down here to do the Rhode Island Comic Con.
Yeah.
His buddy's involved with that. So two of the artists that were just announced were Joe St. Pierre and David Finch.
Oh man, I did an MCX one year with David Finch, and I didn't even get a chance to talk to him. He was super busy.
He'll be wicked busy because they wrote him up. It's the 10th anniversary of Rhode Island Comic Con this year too. So like 10 years ago, I went to the very first one. What sucks is most of these conventions are like the first week of the month, you know, where you have to pay all your bills and your rent and mortgage and all those things. So it's like, how do you have like almost $100 to walk in the door of a convention? Like if you don't buy your tickets at a discount advance thing or something, then you got to pay like full price at the door. And it's like $50 to get in, plus another $25 for upcharge for Ticketmaster. But they listed David Finch's credits as Batman, Moon Knight, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and Ascension. And Joe St. Pierre obviously worked on Spider-Man, Venom, and the new Zodiacs. He actually did a variant cover for my boys from the Token Dead, now known as Token with the Dead. They finally gave in to their the AMC crybabies. It's too close to our stuff. You can't do that.
Knowing full well that Kirkman probably thought it was funny.
Yeah. Kirkman was like, you can't do anything like me. Yeah, we can.
Because Kirkman does things like everybody else anyway.
Oh, yeah. McFarlane just announced 2 GameStop exclusives for his Spawn line. One is the clown form of the Violator. And the other one is the that stupid cowboy hat wearing Spawn, the gunslinger.
I don't like that.
Do you know the first issue that Gunslinger was on the cover? That book's like almost $1,000 now.
Really?
But they've got an exclusive Gunslinger that comes with the horse. And apparently a Gatling gun. And, you know, it's Todd, so it's got a bunch of stuff with it. But
ain't nothing wrong with that.
J-Bo's also doing a thing where he's got one of the artists that was one of the original artists on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics. And he has a piece that he did with Leonardo and Donatello. Donatello is my favorite turtle. In a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle version of the Bat Cycle, where it's, you know, just the motorcycle and the sidecar is the trash can with like an extra wheel nailed to it. But the wheel protectors on the motorcycle, the fenders are turtle shells. So,
oh, cool.
But they're giving this away. They're going to be giving it away at Rhode Island Comic Con this year, first weekend in November. But they're selling raffle tickets for it, and all the tickets are to raise money for autism awareness.
That's cool.
They do stuff with that like every year.
When is Rhode Island Comic Con this year? Isn't that like in November?
Yep, which is my birthday month. It's usually like the first Saturday in November. So like the first full weekend of November.
Huh.
Joe Rubenstein will also be at Rhode Island Comic Con this year. It's November 4th through the 6th. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, now bear in mind, I live in the South, so November in Rhode Island sounds pretty cold.
It's well, the first year it wasn't so bad. It was pretty mild. It was like, in like the high 60s.
Oh, really?
So I wore my, I stood in line wearing my Joker leather jacket, which was appreciated by all in line. So I had people, can we take a picture of your coat? Uh-huh. Cool. Joe Rubenstein worked on the Infinity Gauntlet with George Perez. He worked on Wolverine, the Micronauts. So, I mean, I could just bring like an issue of the Micronauts for him to sign. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. Did you see Rob Liefeld did Calgary Expo this past weekend?
Oh, yeah?
Apparently it was a major bust for him.
What, he only made $5,000 instead of like $5 million?
Something like that.
Well, the Canadians are still afraid to come out of their house, a lot of them, so.
Right.
Because they believe the government is there to help them.
I've got a pretty awesome Canadian client right now. I'm doing some Lady Death sketch covers for.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're technically Evil Ernie sketch covers, but she hates Dynamite Comics. So I've got Lady Death with a beheaded Evil Ernie on the cover.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm slacking on all the comments here.
Oh, I never see them because I'm usually looking at, well, in this case, boobies.
Well, so okay, Pat wants to know, Shawn, do you have any tricks or tips on art? I'm trying to be an artist when I grow up.
Okay. I've determined that rule number one is you are nowhere near as bad as you think you are. That's, and I have to tell myself that every day, especially when I go through long periods of not drawing anything. And definitely don't go long periods without drawing anything.
Yeah.
There's always somebody out there who's going to dig your stuff. So even if you don't necessarily like what you just created, go ahead and post it. And, you never know. I mean, somebody might give you a critique about it, but don't let that get you down, especially if they come to you correctly. If they come to you in a private message and say, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I really like your stuff, but, that Wonder Woman you just drew, her eye looks a little weird. That's cool. That's completely fine. Now if they call you out in public and go, oh, what happened to her eye, man? Just go ahead and block them. They're stupid.
Hey, wait, that was me.
It was not you. I could tell you who it is, but
and
also,
then they also asked, when did you start doing art? So you can throw that in with your next answer.
So I started when I was younger. like a little kid. And I grew up with Marvel comics and Image comics and stuff like that. I grew up wanting to be the next Jim Lee or Todd McFarlane, which, I mean, pretty much anybody who drew anything in the 90s wanted to be. And then I quit drawing altogether for like 13 years, hence the don't go long periods of time without drawing. And I got back into it because I was going to get into tattooing. And I quickly realized I don't want to get into tattooing. But I realized then that I also have a much more realistic style than I was used to. So when I came back into it, I just started doing commission work for people, drawing their grandkids and their pets and whatnot, just to supplement my income. And a couple of years ago, in February of 2020, I decided to go full time with art. Not the best timing, but definitely not the worst either. I mean, it's been pretty good so far, and it affords me the luxury of meeting a lot of cool people at shows, getting to sit around and feel important because they ask me things like, when did I start and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's validating, man. It's like, oh wow, maybe I am good at this.
Cool. Well, I have to leave to wake up early in the morning. I love the show. Bye.
Oh, well, have a good night. And, come back and see us. We're going to do this much more consistently because I'm not going to let outside factors derail what we're building here anymore. That sounded nice and deep.
Deep Thoughts by Shawn.
Yeah, me and Jack Handy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wish I had a cross made of kryptonite where I could keep Dracula and Superman away.
So I want to show you this. So my buddy J-Bo, I met him as a cosplayer back at the first Rhode Island Comic Con. So him and I have been friends online for 10 years. We met in person a few times. And the first year I met him, he was dressed up as Patient Zero from V for Vendetta. So,
oh, wow.
And, but he was sharing this. I know we both love those. What if Star Wars was a samurai movie instead?
Yeah.
Characters where they put like the Boba Fett one was just Boba Fett and Vader were just badass in like the samurai armor. Well,
oh yeah,
somebody's making a samurai Iron Man, and here is the helmet. That is just badass.
Dude, that is crazy. That's awesome.
And that is probably made out of, I don't know what this one is made out of, but a lot of the cosplay stuff is made out of all like that flex foam.
Yeah. That's really, really cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get that.
Yeah, this is just badass. I mean,
Years ago, I had tried to order that Vader and Boba Fett, the samurai stuff off of eBay. It was like a scammer.
yeah, you got to buy it from from a more reputable source, like either
Yeah.
like in person at a shop, or Big Bad Toy Store, or Entertainment Earth or something like that.
Oh, for sure.
It's
Speaking of,
it'll be a little more, but you still at least know that you're
at least you
gonna
get the item. Yeah. Speaking of comic shops, Jupiter Comics, which is located right outside of Memphis, I was talking to. They were set up right next to me at the show last night, and they invited me to do a store signing on Free Comic Book Day. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't see where that could be bad at all.
There you go. So they're having you come down and do like a little mini setup with prints and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm definitely down for that. And it was dangerous being set up next to him yesterday because it was like I'm there to make some money too, hopefully. And of course, he's got some Star Wars Black Series and yeah, got a fucking Boba Fett helmet. And I was like, you bastard. If he'd had the Vader Black Series helmet, it would have just had to come home. I would have had to explain to the electric company. It's like, look, man, I'm sorry. I'm a child, and there's nothing I can do about it.
For real, yeah.
So what do you think of the new Thor trailer?
I think it looks like I'm not going to watch that piece of crap. The new Thor trailer, the only thing good in that Thor trailer was a Guns N' Roses song.
Oh, come on. Didn't you like Thor Ragnarok?
I like Thor Ragnarok because Hulk was in it. And the fact that we know that that's going to be the closest that we ever get to a Planet Hulk live action movie.
Unfortunately, I think you're correct on that. And supposedly we're supposed to get World War Hulk.
Yeah, that's not going to happen either.
Mark Ruffalo has been saying that he wants Wolverine to be introduced to the MCU through the Hulk movie.
Well, I hate to tell him, but Wolverine's already being introduced in something else. And it's not the Hulk movie. Sorry, Mark.
I know.
I
really don't want Wolverine to show up in Doctor Strange. That just seems really cheap to me, you know?
Yeah, well, they're good at cheap.
Well, yeah.
They're cutting corners now because, they have to pay their taxes in Florida. So, yeah.
Yeah. I did finally watch No Way Home, though.
Oh, that was really good.
I was very impressed by it.
I really liked it. So,
have you watched Batman? Or
No.
Batman?
No.
You don't sound like you are going to.
Not till it comes out on.
It's already out on HBO Max.
Don't have it.
I'll send you my login.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then you will watch, I'm guessing you'll watch a shit ton of Batman the Animated Series because you have to. And
Oh man. Cassandra Peterson's going to be at Crypticon Seattle next month.
the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
Elvira.
Yeah.
She looks damn good for her age.
How old is she? She's over 70, isn't she?
Yeah, she's like 72 now.
And see, by comparison, my dad, who you saw in one of my con videos,
Mm-hmm.
who looked like Duck Dynasty and ZZ Top had a kid,
Mm-hmm.
70. He'll be 71 this year.
Wow.
And he doesn't look nearly as good as Cassandra Peterson.
No, he does not.
That's not me hating on him. That's just facts.
So, this is like there's a couple things I'm looking forward to watching on Netflix. Of course, the final season of Stranger Things that comes on at the end of next month, which is also when we get our first look at Obi-Wan.
So excited for this.
But an upcoming comic development movie, well, not movie, series that's coming to Netflix that I can't wait for its release, although I have to, is this.
No shit.
Oh, you haven't heard this yet? This was announced like months ago.
No.
Yes.
What the?
Matt Wagner's Grendel is now a Netflix series.
Oh.
And of course,
Oh.
it has to start at the beginning with the baddest Grendel of them all, Hunter Rose.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I am uber happy about this.
Dark Horse has released a brand new giant omnibus of Grendel, which encompasses all the Hunter Rose stuff, even the stuff they said they would never reprint again from when it was with Comico.
Oh wow.
They of course have reprinted many times since. But I still have the original black, white, and red book from the Comico black box. And somewhere I still actually have the Comico black box and most of the comics that were in there, because I took the Grendel stuff out. I did apparently lose the poster, which is very sad, but yeah, I didn't get a price on the Grendel Omnibus yet, but Thomas, that of course does OK Boomer with me, he orders, because he doesn't have a local comic shop where he is, the part of Georgia he's in. And so he orders all his books from DCMB, discount comic book, whatever. And it's basically like you getting your own previews account, except it's better because they carry everything. So you pay upfront 3 months in advance, just like a store does. Although stores just have to pay for it like on delivery. So, but he pays for it like 3 months in advance, like stores used to have to back in like the 90s and the early 2Ks. And he pays half price for all his books.
Damn.
Half price pre-order only. Like if he orders like anything else through them like that, it's not. Now, the one thing that I was psyched about coming out, and so was he, was DC was supposed to release a Phantom Stranger Omnibus. And then they pulled it. Because they didn't get enough. Because the poor babies didn't get enough of an advanced pre-order on it. It's like, dude, it's an omnibus. You're selling a hardcover comic with like 500 pages, and it's well over $100. So
yeah.
They're usually like $1.25, $1.50. Is that one of your kids or the dog?
What?
You
knocking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the kids in the kitchen.
Oh. Banging one of the other kids' heads off the countertop. Okay, I get you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this. I've got a bunch of like trades and collections of Grendel. I even have the Devil by the Deed, like oversized graphic novel.
I love Grendel.
But Devil by the Deed, you need like a week off of work to sit down and read this thing, because you're basically reading it like a full-length novel with pictures. It's all painted too, so it's like, whoa, it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, so like Dark Horse, to me, when I was a kid, all the Dark Horse stuff was really hard to get, because most of your comic stores at the time didn't really have much of it. And I could get it maybe at comic shows or baseball card shows where somebody had like, a little bit of comic books. But because that's what introduced me to Alex Ross, was his Terminator Burning Earth covers.
Mm-hmm.
Which are just friggin' gorgeous.
Well, for a while, what would happen is like even my comic shop, they wouldn't order like high on the Dark Horse stuff, but most shops have like a reserve list, so you have like a subscription, and you can put on and take off stuff that you want or don't want, or you could special order like certain issues or whatever. But I mean, I really dug the Dark Horse Presents books, and of course that ended up being the first place that like Alien and Predator like first appeared, was on like a cover of DHP. But it was just like, you know, Marvel Comics Presents back in the day too, where which is probably where they stole the idea from, but you know, putting like 3 or 4, you know, usually like at least like 4 like chapters of stories in a book, and you get like 1 a month. And you know, they're not all the same length, so some would finish and then they would start up like a different story, and there would be like, you know, little editorials in there, like, you know, like a 1-page interview thing, like they used to do, like Dan Soapbox and everything.
I really miss the way comics used to be.
Oh, you mean good?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
That's why indie comics is so big right now. So, what have I gotten in? Oh, I got Billy Tucci's She Omnibus Volume 1 in the hardcover. Came with like a bunch of extras, like came with the badge that was his logo for Crusade Comics from back in the day. Got that as a fridge magnet. There was a She decal in there, and it was like a limited edition, like 4-card set that came with it. One of the cards is actually a picture of Billy's wife Deb posing with one of their samurai swords, because she was actually, you know, she's his model, his life model for like a lot of the big poses he does for that he did for She back in the day, and still is, you know. But he just launched another Kickstarter. I guess this is like the 3rd part. I don't think I got the others. The first thing I bought off him was the She Omnibus, which is the full run of Crusade She, and the Tomie miniseries. But I'm like, I found a bunch of them, including like the cover that everybody wanted back in the day, which was like the white cover, and just, you know, like face and hair coming down. Yeah, those are. Yeah, that's still my favorite cover that he did. So
I've got that one, and I've got one signed by Billy Tucci. I want to say it's number 5, where she's looking over her shoulder and got the kimono coming down, and she's got the death tattoo on her shoulder.
But this is like an all new She trilogy. But he's wrapping it up, and this is gonna be like the end of it. I'm like, well, dude, what are you gonna do now? But then I kind of got my answer to that, because he launched this on Indiegogo like a few days ago, and I got the press release that the first day the campaign was live, it broke 85K.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
I'm like, that's like, I don't know, like what I'm going to get from Social Security for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Provided I live to be at least 90.
Right.
Because here's your $800. Good luck. As my rent just went up 40. So.
Yeah, don't get me started on that. I decided in the next couple of years I'm actually just going to buy a house, because I mean, it's the same price either fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well get something you can own, but then of course you start looking around at house prices and you're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's like, even a house that's falling down around your ears is like $500,000.
Oh yeah.
Well, because the banks and the governments are trying to buy up all the housing because it's going with the all the world government's globalism, new world order crap. Where by 2030 you will own nothing and be happy.
Compliance is mandatory.
Do not comply.
So what do you think of her so far?
I think it looks pretty awesome. Let's blow her up. Yeah, that's killer.
Let's see if I can flip this around and straighten her out. Yeah, no, that's not working. Hey, at this point, I'm just happy that any of this works. Yeah, I like her, man. She's cute.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Came out great. Probably gonna have to buy some more black pens after this one.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. I go through them.
Oh, sometime in June, I'm gonna be live with Doc doing his fine painting challenge.
I was gonna say, are we gonna finally get you painting?
Yep. I'm like, if he can teach me to do stuff, I'm gonna be like, okay, teach me more, because I need to do one of these a week so I can get my side hustle on.
Yeah, man. Let's get your Kickstarter going.
Oh. No, I can't do that. I have to report income. If I make anything, I lose everything, and then I have to go get one of those crappy day jobs.
Yeah. I texted my boss at Office Depot today. I was like, "Am I fired?" And she's like, "Are you asking because you want to be?" And I'm like, "Kinda."
Well, don't get fired, because then that goes against you if you have to do it again.
Right.
Be like, yeah, I need to put in my 2 weeks.
No, I'm gonna actually probably cut it back to what it was originally supposed to be. I was originally supposed to just do 2 days a week, because I'm like, let me get a job just to make sure that
There's some cash flow coming in.
yeah, just to make sure rent is paid. Anything else is like immaterial, but rent's the big bill every month.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just get that going. And then it kind of became, well, we could really use you on such and such and such and such day. And I'm like, all right. Is this a fucking blue? No.
But I think we're going to cut this because, well, at least I've been on for 90 minutes. You had a lot of technical difficulties, but
I'm sorry, man. But hey, we've got it worked out, so we'll be good.
Yeah, so we're going to keep this new day, new time, ShwanzillaArt Show.
A very special episode.
9 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. And I got Rich Ayala from Roach Bowls, who's live on Indiegogo. He's going to be on this Wednesday with me on Creators Outlet. And Thursday on OK Boomer, Thomas and I are doing Fantastic Four King Size Special number 5, which is the first appearance of Psycho Man. And it has a Silver Surfer backup.
Nice.
In there, which actually is the first solo Silver Surfer story ever. Thomas was a little upset because he had bought a reprint of it, like one of the facsimiles, and they didn't put the Silver Surfer back up in it, which was actually the story he wanted to read. So now we're reading like the main first appearance of Psycho Man and the FF, and the Silver Surfer backup for this week's OK Boomer episode. So, I forgot to put it up, but it's in the show notes. But let's actually, where's the? Oh, there it is. There you go. And the scrolling banner down the bottom is everywhere you can follow Shawn at. And hey, join his Patreon at patreon.com/Shawn-Zilla. Instagram is ShwanzillaArt, all one word with 2 A's at the end. ZeroDoc30, the Studio Shawn Howe on Facebook. Twitter and TikTok are both at Shawn-Zilla1977.
Yeah, I'm almost at 1,000 followers on the TikTok.
Ooh.
You know what that means?
You can go live on TikTok.
So that could be interesting.
Yeah, because live streams. I think I've got like a couple of hundred followers. I've been picking up like more and more followers this week. Probably like, ooh, look, it's a toy guy. Let's follow him. No, wait, he's a comic book guy. Let's follow him.
I follow a bunch of comic book guys.
He's a podcaster. Never mind. Isn't everybody a podcaster now?
I mean, not me, but I could be.
Mm-hmm. You're an admin on the StreamYard, so which is off air. We'll have to run you through the basics so you can actually use StreamYard to pre-record like some Patreon videos and stuff.
That would be amazing. And like I said, dude, I'm taking this part-time thing back to more part-time than it has been, because it's a lot more stress than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it
people are assholes. But that's all we've got up here now. Like all like the Karens are taking like all the job openings for like any retail place, and they're just like a bunch of ignorant pricks, and they'll like yell and swear at you, and nothing happens to them because they don't have anybody to fill in for them.
Right.
Everybody's like, well, I'm still collecting.
Well, with my bullshit, I get these people who, they're old. They're like 1,700 years old, and they show up at the copy and print counter, and they're like, they'll hand you their phone. I'm not touching your fucking phone. If something happens to your phone or you got a crack in your screen, I don't want any kind of, oh, he cracked my screen, that kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not touching it. I'm like, well, so-and-so who works here makes it happen. And I'm like, well, I'm not that person. So, you're going to have to wait until they're here, because I don't want to touch your COVID-ridden phone.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I was DJing, everyone would come up, hey, can you charge my iPhone? I go, no.
Nope.
Well, can't I just plug it in? No.
Nope.
I go, because I'm not going to be responsible for your phone. And anybody that would like kind of like throw their iPhone in my face, like shove it in my face, you're like, you need to play my jam off my phone. I'd be like, oh, yeah? Let me see. And I take the phone, I throw it over their head across the room.
Nice.
They'd get mad and get like, you know, start jumping up and down and swearing. And, you know, then of course they would like throw a drink at the DJ booth and then be grabbed by like, you know, 2 or 3 guys like our size and dragged outside. And, you know, a couple of paintbrushes and maybe 1 or 2 regular knife edge chops, and they would be done. But
And they can't be first, but they can be next.
mm-hmm. You're next. So we'll catch back up with Shawn next Monday. Hopefully with not as many technical difficulties, and we'll see you all then. Don't forget Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Rich Aiello, talking about roach balls, and we're going to be talking about some old Fantastic Four stuff. There it goes. You finally got it.
That went straight to her boobs.
You know what? Your phone is a dude. You got a guy.
My phone is definitely a dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that came out. That came out awesome. I know you got like a bunch of like little stuff to do on it still, but because when Shawn says he's done, he puts down the pen. As soon as he turns off the camera, he picks back up the pen and starts messing with stuff again. He's like, nope. Oh, I got to get the shadow right over here.
Yeah.
The shadow on the left. Ooh, okay. So until next Monday, we will catch you all later. Don't forget, check the show notes. You can follow Shawn through the show notes, and you can follow me through the show notes too. Just hit my link tree and go from there. Or you can scan the little QR code right here that's been up the top of the screen all through the whole video. I know most of you that are probably watching this are watching it on your phone. I understand that's how things work now. But either way, peace out, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you next Monday.